So you coached Miles when he was in high school?
I did. Yep. And it was challenging for sure. I was too tough on him and didn't communicate always in the best ways. If I had to do it over again, I would do some things differently. For sure. There was many a tear shed and me talking about not doing it because it was impacting his love for the game and that kind of thing. So it was hard. For sure. And I think we can look back now and appreciate some of it, but, I did not get into coaching to coach my own kids I did it for 15 years, 20 years prior to them being there. A lot of ladies and more dads will get into it to coach their own kids. And that was, to be honest with you, some of my least favorite coaching. It's hard to be dad and to be a confidant and to be the coach and not show favoritism. And I was probably too conscious of that. But I remember Adam Kudo came to town and like we were firing up and he was coaching the JV boys and I was doing the varsity boys and. He didn't know we were into week 3 and he didn't know Miles was my kid. So I was doing some things okay. It wasn't a complete failure, but it was tough.
Did you ever feel like, you kind of touched on it a bit, but did you ever feel like backlash or some kind of hostility with parents, like you're favoring your son? Did you feel like that would affect your decision? Like now I can't give him enough minutes. I don't want to give him that much time because then I'll look like I'm favoring my son.
The part there, I think maybe his freshman year, that was the case. But his skill set was so solid that, and then as a sophomore, he grew to be a little bit more athletic. And that I didn't feel a whole lot of pressure that he shouldn't have been on the floor.
Yeah.
And as a 6th grader, he started on the 7th grade team. As a 7th grader, he started. So like there was some things that people knew that he had put in the time and kind of deserved that and earned that. So I think that part of it wasn't as much. I think it was just more with his teammates, knowing that he wasn't getting any special like treatment or less tough or, that type of thing. So, I try not to concern myself with the parents as much. That's another tricky thing.
That's a hard thing, especially like in a small town.
Yeah, exactly. You see people in the grocery store and their kid didn't get minutes last night. Do you approach them and say,
has that happened to you when they come up and they're
just to see them, whether you're going to Rossi's or to Harvest or whatever, or walking around campus or whatever, it's when you control their fate in that athletic, endeavor that it's trying to manage that is tricky.